All right. Well, welcome to our presentation tonight. My name is Casey, and I'm going to be your hostess. And I'm so passionate about Isagenix, and I always like to start out by saying, Isagenix, we don't make any type of medical claims. We don't cure, treat, diagnose, or prevent anything. Also, as far as I'm going to give you some income earnings and share mine with you and show you kind of how this opportunity works. But you can always go to isagenixearnings.com. This is certainly not a get in and get rich quick. This is a wellness company that has incredible solutions to help people with their health and solutions for that. So just know that the earnings are based on the amount of people that we're helping. But you can always go to isagenixearnings.com. So this is just about what if I could really think differently. I know that ever since I've started Isagenix, I've definitely thought differently. I started Isagenix by my dear friend Jennifer Trinkner introduced me, and I wanted to, just lose a little bit of weight, wanted to lose a couple pounds. And what happened for me, though, is I was a night shift nurse, and I was living on Red Bull coffee, Diet Mountain Dew. I was exhausted. I wasn't sleeping well. Got onto Isagenix, just felt fantastic, like a light switch went on in my body. Had some right-sided discomfort. When all those things started happening, the nurse in me got very, very passionate, and I started to research what cellular cleansing was. And I was a nurse for kids with cancer. And if you have ever, been around a sick child or have experienced that, that will absolutely transform your life. And so, here I was throwing my health away, and these kids would have done anything for theirs. And thus my passion for health really started. And that's kind of how my journey began. Then someone said, okay, well, you're passionate about these products, right? I was going to talk to people about them regardless if I was making a dollar on it or not, because I believe so much in them. My friend Jennifer said I should really look at this as far as an opportunity. Well, I read a book called The 4-Year Career, and this is my why. I wanted to retire my husband while I was helping as many people as I could on the health aspect. So I'm a travel junkie. I love beaches. You can make your office anywhere. I'm a firm believer in earning more to give more. And so maybe what is it, some things that you're passionate about? What are some causes that you're passionate about? Money is just energy, and it just allows us to give back to. So these are my kids that I sponsor around the world. And so I had found myself, I had chosen a life where nursing, I was very passionate about it. But once I got educated on nutrition, I was no longer as passionate about it. And I honestly didn't believe in kind of what was happening in healthcare and how my patient was now my computer, right? It was charting, right? That's what mattered, the politics in it. I was really kind of disgusted with the medical industry. But how many people are just so stressed about their jobs, or they're working so much, or they're not fulfilled by their job? Stress is also a massive, massive, thing to health too, right? When people are stressed. So it wasn't ideal, and many people are not living their ideal life. And so I'm going to show you how all of these things really are what allow Isagenix to be what I consider the greatest opportunity on the planet. Because if you have the opportunity to transform somebody's health, it doesn't get better than that. So let's just take a look at our market trends. So you think about the global problem in weight loss, right? That's a $672 billion industry. That's here in the United States. If we look at it, over 69% of people in North America are considered overweight or obese. So you think about that as a global level. And then just here, if you're in the States with us, I mean, people are really praying for a solution because diets don't work. You guys, diets do not work. Isagenix is not a diet. Then you think about the fitness industry, right? I was talking to my friend Sue Savell earlier, and she was just laughing about how easy it is now to be in fitness with Isagenix when she couldn't leave her house because she had to meal prep all the time and do the dehydration and all the cardio to get her body in shape. And now all she has to do is do Isagenix. She's like, it's changed my life. My marriage is different. My kids have a different mom. Then you think about just healthy aging in general and anti-aging, right? That's a booming market too. So just you think about being in all of those categories and all of those market trends. That's massive. Now think
What,
about
babe?
the need for money that people have.
Love
Okay,
you too.
how many people do you know are stressed, are absolutely completely stressed by money? I personally know that that's a big stressor for people. Taxes, debt, student loans, 8% front-loaded loans these days, kids getting out of college, and it's really kind of sad what's happening. And you really, are you ever secure when you're talking about corporate America and things going on and all the changes? So if you think about that also being a market, because we have solutions for those market trends we just talked about, this is a solution for people, right? The wealth solution. So when you're in just healthy aging too, that's for everyone, right? I don't care what category you're in. I can't imagine anybody not wanting to age healthy and have just a quality of life. And again, that's what brings us to the wealth creation. So here's also what's something really exciting about Isagenix. So Isagenix, we invest in triple testing. So we do the raw materials, the finished goods, and then we also have third-party testing. So the this industry, nutrition industry, is not regulated at all. There's no regulation going on in the in the nutrition industry. And so what happens is somebody makes a product, they formulate it, but then they outsource it to be made, and then they have somebody else do this, somebody else do that. In the end, they don't even know what's in their product. Isagenix, we do not do that. We formulate it, we make it, we test it, everything. So it's just the integrity is massive. I'm a firm believer that every single person deserves to have these 5 core pillars of health in their body. You can always ask to see a recording of a webinar, or just really pay attention to the product page that you're in to learn more about the products. But it is, you're getting your isoline shakes, truly just the ultimate meal replacement. The Cleanse for Life is helping your body and its natural ability to do its detoxing. Minerals, guys, we're not getting minerals anymore. And then, of course, our AM and PM packets of our Ageless Essentials. So just super convenient right there, too. And we're an entire grocery store. But again, just play in your product pages to learn all about that. And everything Isagenix does, too, is backed by science. So when you think about this right here, you guys, for people who are doing our weight loss programs, like 47% more fat loss and twice as much visceral fat loss, that is saving people's lives. That really excites me on that aspect. So, think about, too, for the next 15 years, 10,000 people a day are turning to age 65 and older. That's a massive, massive market. And 1 out of every $2 they're spending on health. And a baby boomer, they control the market. They're accounting for about 50% of the economy. Everybody wants health. Everybody deserves health. Not only needs it, deserves it. And that is why this opportunity is where it is. And I want to talk to you about residual, because I have found that residual is the only thing. If it's not residual, I don't invest my time in it. So that used to not be the case. But if you had $12,000 in savings and you had wealth for 3 months, okay, and expenses were $4,000, right? You would have wealth for 3 months only. If you did not have continuous money coming in, you would not have continuous ability to maintain your current level of lifestyle. You just wouldn't. So worldwide sells 182 billion in network marketing. Health and beauty definitely dominate the industry, and there's no cap on what you can actually set that you want to earn. But if you're like me, you might be really turned off by network marketing before you were educated on it. I personally know I was. But it's a really great, viable way to move products. Look what network marketing did back in 2012, and then look what it did in the NFL, music, and video gaming. You guys, network marketing pulled in more than all of those 3 combined. So here we have Jim and Kathy Coover, absolutely incredible. John Anderson, this deserves to be updated because we actually just hit number 22 at over $4 billion in cumulative sales. And Kathy Coover was an associate in 3 companies, and she saw companies not do right by their associates. And that is her mission and vision, that the field always comes first. And the reason why we have also no compromise products, right? So, Jim Coover took struggling companies to billion-dollar companies. Eric Coover, their son, it's a legacy company. You can will your spots to your children. Truly a legacy company, and just so blessed to have them. And it really is, Isagenix did not set out to be the largest network marketing company. Isagenix set out to be the largest health and wellness company in the world. Okay, the largest health and wellness company in the world. We just happen to do it through network marketing. Thus, we will become the largest network marketing because we are doing it the right way and for the right reasons. And, this is also global. You can have teams in any country that we're in. You can be in that country. Social media is a wave of the future. There's absolutely something to be said for social media. Makes it super easy and convenient. We're all on a virtual presentation right now. So, what are the keys to the success is we already talked about, just the strong management team, the products a little bit. And again, you can get a lot more product information in your product pages. I have not seen a better compensation plan, and I have absolutely, I've seen a lot of them out there. I try to be a due diligence student of the network marketing industry, and I've just never seen anything compared to what Isagenix is. They want to have the highest paying compensation plan in the industry, and the training and support. We just have so many systems in place, and it's really as simple as this: using the products. When you fall in love with these products and they have impacted your life at a core level, you cannot help but share the system. Now you're going to find customers. 83% of people just want to use the product. They don't want to do the business. They just want to use the products. I'm a firm believer they must not understand the business if they don't want to do it. But lo and behold, they just want to use the products. Then you're going to identify people who are casually going to share it, with friends and family, things like that. And then you're going to have people who are going to be your business partners. So I asked my friend Jennifer when I started, I said, is this a pyramid scheme thing? And I didn't know what a pyramid scheme was, right? I was just brainwashed by what people say or society into what a pyramid scheme is. First off, pyramid schemes are illegal. It is when there is no exchange of a product, good, or service. And I want to show you a pyramid that I was in for a while, and it's called a nurse, because I could have been the very best nurse in that hospital, worked harder, than anybody else, showed up all the time, worked tons of overtime. Would I ever have gotten to the salary of the CEO of the hospital? Would I've ever gotten to be earning what the director of nursing was making? No, because I promise you, if you draw out any corporation, it is going to look like a pyramid, right? It's going to be in a triangle structure. But a nurse here, right, is not going to do any out earning. But in this kind of organization, I out earn a lot of people above me because I'm producing more, right? So you're paid based on your service and production. You're not paid based on a title, which is what I love about this industry. So this is a quadrant that I learned about, and it was in a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's the #1 finance book of all times. 95% of the population is an employee or a small business owner. When you're an employee, you trade time for money, right? You stop working, you stop getting paid. In a small business, that business can almost end up owning you. You have to be your best employee. You have to do a lot of capital. A lot of capital often goes up in here. Now, big business, you play with leverage, and then you have extra where you can invest. So that's really the key thing. Now, 5% of the population controls majority of the wealth. Is that a coincidence? No, because they're playing over here. Network marketing is leverage and is a form of big business. And just to give an example, you take one person at 8 hours for 5 days a week, that's 40 hours, right? That's $10 an hour, that's $400. Even I can do this math. You do not have to be good in math to do this business. Take 10 people at 1.5 hours for 5 days a week, 75 hours, right? Okay, so you've already produced $750 worth in production when 10 people just did 1.5 hours. Okay, 20 people at 1.5 hours. 150 hours have been able to be produced from just 1.5 hours on 20 people. The max amount of time, if you worked 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, you could only produce 120 hours. But what's so great is everybody's leveraging everyone. You leverage your upline, you leverage your downline, sidelines, crosslines, like everybody's leveraging everybody. And so it's just such a beautiful market. Isagenix pays so many ways. Honestly, when you just put the products in your body and you're sharing it, you're going to have introduction bonuses, rank advancements bonuses, the leadership bonuses when you get to executive, all those things. But what excites me is not just getting my products paid for, which this is really our entire compensation plan. We call it you plus two, them plus two. That's it. This is literally our entire compensation plan, just duplicated. Isagenix sends you a little black card. You can load your money or use it off this card. I personally take mine and get it in my bank. But I'm going to talk to you guys about the residual, because I believe that if people understood residual, they could have a lot more fun in their life, a lot less stress, and bless a lot more people. So this is what I'm going to focus on, is the weekly pay of the residual. Every single product has a point value in Isagenix. When you purchase your products, those points, right, go into a little vault. And anybody that you've ever introduced, they've introduced, etc., those points also go into your vault. So when you have 600 points on one side and 300 on another, that makes 900. Okay, we earn 6% off of our entire volume. So that's a cycle. That's how the residual works. Don't really worry about understand it. I just want to cast the vision for you so that you can see these numbers. Now you have two teams in Isagenix, a left team and a right team. That's it. And again, 300 and 600 is the residual aspect, okay? That's the weekly pay where you're paid on your entire group, the earn cycles on your entire group. So my question to you is, over time, when these products have blessed your life, do you feel like that you're going to have two people on your left and two people on your right over time who are as passionate and fired up about educating and telling people, as many people as they can, about this nutrition that's going to transform their life? And they're going to do the same, right? But let's just take out that 83%. Again, 83% of people just use the products. What if we're going to say, okay, let's just talk about the opportunity side, which again is not the case, but just for number purposes. Over time, can you find two people on your left who get this business model? Like, everybody's sleeping so good on Isagenix, but they can't sleep because they get these numbers and they're ready to learn how to do it and build this business. Then two people on your right. Over time, can you find two on your left and two on your right who get it? And this is what's going to happen. It's going to keep multiplying. Now, your overhead in Isagenix is $150 before tax and shipping, approximately, give a buck or two. It's 100 BV. That's about what 100 BV is, depending on, exactly what you're ordering. But that's your overhead, okay? That's it. Are you spending $150 right now on food? Yes, we are, but now we're taking it, we're not spending it on bad food, and we're reallocating it and spending it on these superfoods from our own online superfood grocery store. That allows us to play in geometric progression and not be on a salary form. So when you introduce 4 people, those 4 people each introduce 4. Those, right? Then they're going to introduce 4. So then that's 16. Do 4, 64, 64, each enroll 4, 256. So you have 340 people just from that original 4. And again, what if people were just purchasing the minimum to be active, just to build this business? No product users were even coming in, just the people active to build this business, right? Purchasing the minimum, that would be over $51,000 of product moving through the organization. That's $2,000 a month in residual income. Take it a step further. Maybe that took somebody 3 years. Maybe it takes them less, maybe it took some more, right? That's up to the individual. But 256 each enroll 4. See, now you've had a quantum leap. Now you have over 1,000 people in your organization. If they were purchasing just the minimum to be active, that is over $8,000 a month in residual income, that 6% aspect. Take it a step further. Wow, now you've had a massive quantum leap right there. That right there is over $800,000 of product moving through your organization. That's $32,000 a month in residual income if people were just purchasing the minimum to be active. And let me tell you, when people put these products in their body, they're purchasing way more than the minimum. But and again, those are the numbers if like product users weren't even coming in. So, I say to people, this really is a powerful, powerful, powerful business model. And I'm going to show you my earnings, not to impress, but to impress upon the very realness of this. My friend and mentor, Jennifer Trinkner, she's had 6-figure plus months, $100,000 a month earnings, right? So my first month I made goose egg, didn't make anything, got passionate, fired up, had to share it out of the goodness of my heart with people. And then I went to an event here and I really looked at this as a business and I said, okay, I'm going to use this nutrition to bless people and use it as my business. And it took me about a year to get to what 6 years of nursing school did, tens of thousands of dollars that I invested to become a nurse is what I was earning. I was earning $1,500 every 2 weeks if I did overtime, $1,200 if I didn't do overtime as a nurse. I received a $1.50 raise as an RN. And now I gave myself a $10,000 raise from August of 2013 to August of 2014. Why? Because it's not a pyramid scheme. I was actually able to earn what I was producing and how many people I was blessing. And it just keeps going. Just like how I showed you that 4 who finds 4, right? That's the same thing. My highest month to date has been over $50,000. You guys, earning more in 1 month than what an entire year used to take me. And I feel like I help people more now than ever before. I call it nursing with nutrition. It's just I'm so grateful to Jennifer for introducing this to me. And I want to ask you a question. Would you rather $1 million right now or a penny that doubles, but only doubles for 30 days and then it stops? So that penny right there, right, that little penny comes to over $5 million because what happens? Four, who find four, right? 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. That same thing, the same concept that's happening in this happens in our organization because, we don't have breakaways, flush volume, anything like that. We don't get paid on levels. We get paid on our entire organization. And so this same concept of this penny, but I think what happens is if somebody's not like insanely successful in their first, few months, they're not making $10,000 right away. It's like, oh, see, this doesn't work, or no, like, yeah, that penny was only $163 by half the month. But then what happens is down towards the end, it really starts jumping, just like how it went from, 340 people to bam, over 1,000 people, right? So it's just that geometric progression that is it's compounding, right? So like anything, and maybe for you, it's not money that what excites you. Money doesn't necessarily excite me, but what I can do with money definitely excites me. If I have a cause that I'm passionate about, like animals or kids, and I can pull out a checkbook and write a check to somebody, or I have the time to go volunteer my time because I'm not at a job, that's what excites me. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you're passionate about? And if you love helping people, I can't think of anything better that you could do to help someone than to get this nutrition in their body. And over time, what happens is it really does, the month that my highest month, my husband, he had just gotten back from Iraq. God bless him, even though he can retire. He believes that good men deserve good leaders to bring him home, so he stays in the service. And, he got back. We got a new house, in-laws in town, family in town. And I took off a lot of that month, and I had my highest month ever because the investment has gone in the beginning. So just please don't expect get in, get rich quick. Don't expect sit back and do nothing. This is about coaching a lot of people on these products and getting this nutrition in people's bodies. And I'm going to end it with this because, we consider ourselves to be direct sales, but I consider us to be way better than that. So indirect sales, it's like saying, look, you can buy as many sodas that you want from me for $1, turn around and sell them for $2, knock yourself out, sell 10 million bucks worth, right? Pocket 5 million. But the thing is when you stop selling those sodas, what happens? You stop making money. But in this, it's saying, look, I'm going to help you get your own vending machine. We're going to open up your own online superfood store account, right? That has the greatest nutrition on the planet. And that allows you to do the same for anybody else. Isagenix are going to do all the stocking, the shipping, the paperwork, the everything, the 1099s. They're going to handle all of that. All we have to do is educate people how to get their own vending machine, and starter packs go from anywhere from $12 a day to $40 a day, for that initial one. And then you just replace it with whatever it is that you want. You can do direct sales. You can do retail off your website if you want. But what that allows you to do is just anytime anything ever moves through those vending machines that are placed anywhere from you or from anybody else you've ever helped, you earn 6% on that. And you guys, just knowing, I'm telling you, those dollars represents people's lives, people's health. And, if somebody would have told me that this is what I would be doing 4 years ago, I would have said, you're crazy. I knew about 5 people. I didn't have a big network. Definitely didn't like doing presentations. Definitely didn't like talking to strangers, getting in front of people, anything like that. But I believed in these products. And I believed when I saw these numbers, it made sense to me. And I was willing just to say yes and learn how to do it later. And I'm telling you, the most important thing is just using the products, because you're just going to share your product story and be able to help people with their product story, right? And the business will organically happen and you'll get better and better. Our number one income earner of all time started at 74 years old. And he said when he found there was a business where he could spend a few $100 to get started, eat his overhead, become healthy, fail 90% of the time, and become wealthy. What do you think I said? Yes. So just, whoever invited you to this, just be sure to get back with them. They absolutely care about you. And just use the product page to get more education about the products. Definitely you can watch Cleanse for a Healthier You, our Just Cleanse video, just tons of great information that we have. So I just want to thank everybody for joining us, and just get back to whoever invited you guys. And I see a question that says, I'd love to see the very first slide you put up when you started talking about the residual plan. I'm not sure which one that was, John, but this is recorded. Are you referring to this one, John? Oh, I just see. All right, do you guys see it now? Is that the one, John? It was a list. That one? That one, John? There you go. You have the daily. And again, this is recorded, and it will go in your business groups. So you're welcome. All right, and again, if you guys want to understand like the U plus two, then plus two, all the rank advancement bonuses, $10,000 in bonuses excite me. But I'll tell you what really excites me is earning $702,000 a year sleeping. That's what excites me, right? So we do have skincare products, Michelle. So you can purchase health and beauty products. Yes. Yeah, Robin, the presentation I definitely added some of my own stuff, but what you do is if you just type in Isagenix opportunity presentation on Google, you can download that presentation and then you can like fit in your own slides that you like. Rick, that's a great question as far as how much time commitment is necessary in the first 6 months. I mean, honestly, how big is your goal and where's your goal? My goal for me, it was just to work this, and every single moment that I had, I wanted to bring my husband home. So it wasn't. I just committed all my free time to it, but it's worth it. But it depends on what your goal is for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Yep, I say just depending if you have big goals, have big commitment. That would be my advice for sure. So, all right, guys, you have a great night.